Every game begins the same way.
Mike Elias isn't messing around, and I know you on the other side of the screen are biting your nails with this apparent calm. So before I drop this bombshell about who might be stepping onto the mound at Camden Yards, smash that subscribe button right now, because here in Birdland, the intel arrives first, and without the corporate filter, the cold, hard reality is that the obsession with a rotation ace is blinding us to the real market opportunities. And while everyone is daydreaming about Framber Valdez, Ranger Suarez, or even Zach Gallen, the front office knows the fight for these names is going to be a financial bloodbath that we might not be able to win without mortgaging the franchise's future. We are talking about three names that would transform any rotation, but the competition is insane. And if we miss out on these guys, what's left? The abyss? No. What's left is Mike Elias's creativity, as he has already proven he knows how to find value when no one else sees it. And this is exactly where a name comes in that will make a lot of people turn up their noses initially, but makes perfect sense when you analyze the numbers coldly. Lucas Giolito. Yes, I know you remembered that disaster of 2023 when he seemed to have forgotten how to throw a baseball, passing through the Angels and Guardians like someone walking through a nightmare. But we need to look at what happened recently. The intel coming in, corroborated by analysis from Sports Illustrated, indicates that the Orioles are monitoring Giolito very closely as that high-risk, high-reward option that our front office loves. The guy underwent elbow surgery, missed all of 2024, but came back in 2025 with the Boston Red Sox and showed he still has gas in the tanky inside the toughest division in baseball. We are talking about 26 starts last season, boasting a 3.41 ERA, which, let's be honest, pitching half his games at Fenway Park and facing the brutal lineups of the American League East is quite a feat that cannot be ignored by those who know the game. He is no longer that kid who promised to be the best pitcher in the league, but he has transformed into a veteran who knows how to survive, and it is exactly this kind of toughness we need if plans A, B, and C fail miserably in the coming weeks. The narrative that he is washed up is lazy because the underlying data shows a pitcher who learned to deal with the loss of velocity and focus on location, something crucial to survive in our ballpark with the new dimensions. The market is inflated, and paying $300 million for a single arm might not be the strategy, so bringing in someone who knows the division, who has already proven he can recover from serious injuries, and who would come for a fraction of the price of the big names, allows us to invest heavily in other areas of the roster that also need urgent attention. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, and we need to be honest about the elephant in the room, which is Giolito's precipitous drop in strikeout rate, because he's no longer that flamethrower who left batters swinging at air all the time. The strikeout rate has dropped, which means the ball is being put in play much more frequently, and this places gigantic pressure on our defense, demanding that the infield be sharp as a razor in every inning he is on the mound. Will Laws and Nick Selby correctly pointed out that he has become a mid-rotation pitcher, someone to eat innings and keep the team in the game, and not necessarily that guy who will give you a complete game shutout in Game 7 of the World Series. But I ask you, loyal O's fan, do we need another hero, or do we need consistency to prevent our bullpen from being shredded before September arrives? The medical risk is real. After all, reconstructed elbows are always a question mark, but if the contract is structured based on incentives and productivity, the financial risk for the Orioles is minimal, compared to the potential of having a veteran stabilizing the rotation. Look at the history of pitcher rehabilitation that Baltimore has had in recent years. We have become a destination where careers are reborn, and Giolito could be the next successful project if our analytics team and pitching coaches can tweak that final detail in his mechanics. Furthermore, there is the psychological factor that he has already played in Boston. If the guy can handle the pressure of the media and the Red Sox fan base, he has the mentality needed to wear the orange and black and help us chase the division title. Signing him wouldn't necessarily prevent another major move via trade, perhaps using our prospect capital, but it would serve as a valuable life insurance policy for a rotation that has already suffered too much with unexpected injuries in recent seasons. At the end of the day, bringing in Lucas Giolito would be a calculated bet, typical of a front office that prefers market intelligence over simply throwing money at the problem hoping it disappears. It is a strategic move that signals we are looking for depth and experience, not just brand names to sell tickets. Now, I want to know your honest opinion, no beating around the bush. Would you accept Lucas Giolito as our fourth or fifth starter, trusting the recovery he showed in Boston? Or do you think this is settling for less and we should go all in for a Framber Valdez, whatever the cost? The window of opportunity is open, but it doesn't last forever. Leave your comment now. I want to see the debate catch fire down below, and if you want to stay on top of every rumor, every trade, and every move behind the scenes in Birdland, don't waste time and make sure to subscribe to the channel right now so you don't get left out of the conversation. Let's keep pushing because the season waits for no one.